In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 9, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Iowa versus Purdue. Iowa will try to extend its 3-game winning streak and spring an upset when it travels to number 1 Purdue on Thursday night. The Hawkeyes have won 7 of their last 9 games, moving into a 6-way tie for second place in the Big Ten standings. Purdue had its 9-game winning streak snapped in a 79-74 loss at then number 21 Indiana on Saturday. This is a big bounce-back spot for the Boilermakers on Thursday night. For starters, you have to wonder who is going to guard Zach Edey. This guy is a beast, averaging 22 points per game and grabbing 13.2 rebounds per contest. He's taking on a relatively weak defense in Iowa, a unit that's allowing 104 points per 100 possessions. As for their defensive shooting, they're allowing opponents to hit 45.7% of their shots, which is the 284th best mark in the country. Iowa obviously has a high-powered offense themselves, but I believe that they'll have trouble slowing down Purdue while potentially running into their own issues on the offensive end of the floor. So the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. These 2 teams are ranked first and second in the country in terms of adjusted offensive efficiency, each scoring 121 points per 100 possessions. However, Iowa is running into a very tough defense, a Purdue team that's allowing just 94.5 points per 100 possessions. They're also 35th in defensive shooting, limiting opponents to a 40.9% field goal percentage. Factor in that the Hawkeyes will be playing in a tough road environment, and I think they'll run into some issues offensively. Furthermore, Purdue is one of the slowest teams in the country, using just 63.7 possessions per 40 minutes. Look for them to slow the game down offensively while strangling the Hawkeyes on the defensive end. Call me crazy, but I'm going to ride with the under against this inflated total number in this Big Ten showdown. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Northwestern versus Ohio State. Big Ten basketball continues on Thursday night when the Northwestern Wildcats travel to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Northwestern is coming off a big road win over Wisconsin 54-52, winning outright as 3.5-point dogs. Ohio State is coming off a loss in Michigan, going down 77-69 as 2.5-point dogs. The teams met earlier this season, with Ohio State grabbing the win on the road by 16. The Wildcats are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 Thursday games. The Buckeyes are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 Thursday games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. The over is 7-2 in Wildcats' last 9 overall. The over is 5-2 in Buckeyes' last 7 home games. The home team is 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 meetings. Northwestern has been playing better basketball as of late. The Buckeyes have only covered one of their last 10 teams. Now they must lay points to a team way ahead of them in the conference standings. Ohio State has not won as a favorite since November 23rd. Northwestern, on the other hand, have covered 4 of their last 6. The Wildcats can send Audich to guard Sensabaugh, as Audich is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. He leads the conference in steals. I do not like this matchup for Ohio State's backcourt. Buie and Audich can score from anywhere and are a blur heading toward the basket. The Ohio State Buckeyes are the more talented team and should be decent favorites at home. But Northwestern is a tough team that doesn't go down quietly. In fact, Northwestern wins on the road by an average of 2 points and loses in the underdog role by an average of just 2 points. The Buckeyes have been playing too poorly to back them as favorites this big. So the Northwestern Wildcats to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The total went under in their previous matchup, but that was one of Northwestern's worst games of the season. The Wildcats only scored 57 in that matchup, despite averaging 68 points per game on the year. Ohio State scores 76 points per game as their problems this season have not been on the offensive side of the ball. Ohio State is 15th in offensive efficiency, meaning they will score, but only rank 87th in defensive efficiency, meaning Northwestern will score. Ohio State plays at the 188th fastest tempo in the nation, near the middle of the pack. But when you score as efficiently as they do, the number of possessions is not as important to the total. Northwestern had a stretch of 7 straight overs in conference play, and I expect them to get back to hitting overs here. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. UCLA versus Oregon State. The Oregon State Beavers play host to UCLA Bruins on Thursday night from Gill Coliseum in a Pac-12 showdown between two teams on opposite sides of the standings. The Bruins sit in first place, while the Beavers sit in second to last place, with 7 games separating the two. For UCLA, the Bruins also bring in a 2-game winning streak, while the Beavers have lost back-to-back games themselves. This will be the first and only meeting between the two on the season, though it could be a preview of a Pac-12 tournament game come March. UCLA comes into this game with a 19-4 record overall, and they are coming off another win in the last game. The defense only gave up 52 points to Washington State, and that led to the 24-point victory. James Jackas Jr. had another strong game, finishing with 24 points and 15 rebounds. UCLA is averaging 75 points while their defense is giving up 60 points per game. The offense is ranked 115th while the defense is ranked 9th. In this game, if the defense is good, they will be in a good place to secure the win. Jackas Jr. is averaging 16 points while shooting 49.1% from the field. On the other side of this matchup is Oregon State, who sits with a 9-15 record overall, and they are coming off another loss in the last game. The offense only managed 52 points against Arizona, and that led to another blowout defeat. Oregon State is averaging 62 points while their defense is giving up 67 points per game. The offense is ranked 352nd, and if they want any chance in this game, they are going to need the offense to find a way to get going. Jordan Pope is averaging 13 points while shooting 43.4% from the field and 38.3% from behind the three-point line. The Bruins are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following a straight-up win. The Beavers are 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 Thursday games. The under is 9-3 in Bruins' last 12 overall. The under is 6-0 in Beavers' last 6 overall. The road team is 5-0-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings. The UCLA Bruins are obviously the better, more talented team and capable of blowing the doors off here, but this is a lot of points for a road team. The Oregon State Beavers will be up for this game at home, and the crowd will be out in full force. Also, 6 of Oregon State's 12 covers have come as double-digit underdogs, so the Oregon State Beavers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. UCLA not only has one of the country's best defenses, but the ability to dictate the pace of this one will allow them to slow things down and ensure there are fewer possessions than typically expected. Oregon State also has one of the worst defenses in the country, so it wouldn't be expected for them to challenge much in this one anyway. The under is 7-1 for UCLA in their last 8 games following an against the spread win, and is 8-2 in their last 10 games following a straight-up win. For Oregon State, the under is 6-0 in their last 6 games, as well as 9-2 in their last 11 home games. This matchup has the potential to be one of the lowest scoring games on Thursday night. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.